Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. These days, or I can say this week, is not the best. I know that everybody is a bit emotional, is panicking and scared. So am I. I was panicking. I was panicking until yesterday, to be honest, when I saw that Elrond went down to 152. And then I started to make more and more research. I tried to put some theories together. Why this happened? Is this the bear market or not? Of course, I'm gathering my information from many sources. I watch a lot of big YouTube channels. I have indicators. I'm making my own calculations. And as you can see, I gather my own data in my Excel and I make tendency graphs. So what happened here? And some of you will call me a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not. I'm just trying to put together a couple of things. Well, we can see in this article that $10 billion were lost in leverage trading, and that is how they call it's a long squeeze. A long squeeze is when an asset is over leveraged and the market moves against, and that is where this is the market's natural reaction to it, let's say. But was this moving by itself? I don't think so. I think big companies who are or want to be in Bitcoin, also governments and big institutions, they have good enough analysts. They can read the graphs, the charts, the indicators better than us. They have more information to see that Bitcoin was over leveraged. And what it needs, an over leveraged asset to tip over, to turn and have a fall of 20-25%. Some bad news, some sells, some panic. And how they managed to do it. First of all, they published again an article about India banning cryptocurrencies. That news is 1 month old. I don't know why they had to pull it again. Then they published another article about Turkey banning payments with crypto. They published it again today. Why? That was already more than 1 week's old news. Everybody knew that. Turkey doesn't even want to ban cryptocurrency. They just said you can't pay with cryptocurrency. That's a whole other thing. They just want the fiat currency to have a movement, okay? So people need to use it. So you have to buy Turkish lira from Bitcoin to buy bread and water. US government, they tweeted that they are going after financial institutions because they are using cryptocurrencies for money laundering. They did not name who, they did not name in which part or what they are doing. They just made a tweet with absolute no information, only to create panic. Also in this big bad news and panic generating movement, in a big part where a lot of Bitcoin miners are located in China, there was a power outage, okay? I think they cut their power and the hash rate fell by 40-50%. I don't really like to create conspiracies here. It's just too many things are happening at one time, okay? And in the same 2 days. It just doesn't really make sense. And what really makes it suspicious is not the power outage. It can happen. Bitcoin mining needs a lot of power, so yeah, it could happen. It could happen that something is going off. But bringing down those 2 old news again, it's something I can't understand. Plus the FX tweet about the money laundering. CNBC on Twitter tweeted on Saturday that India is banning crypto. They just tweeted the same news again. So let's just say that, okay, everything was a coincidence. That means nothing bad is happening. We will recover from this. Around the big channels, let's say everything is a bit quiet. Everybody is a bit scared. And I don't like that. I don't like that because they said, okay, this is not the end of the bull market. And we see W's. I will show you which W's. And yeah, Bitcoin will either drop or go up. That is not information. That is probability, and it's like saying that you will either live or die. I don't really agree with this kind of information. But, so why could this happen? I have another theory. It's because of Dogecoin. You know why? Buying Dogecoin nowadays is trendy. and lot of young people are flowing into crypto world and buying Dogecoin because it's trendy. It's all over in Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And I'm not saying that all of them, but I think a significant percentage of them will just realize that, hey, I can make money out of crypto because I just took my $200 saving, I put it in Dogecoin and I doubled it in 2-3 days. So can I do this again? Can I do it with others? Can I do bigger gains? And the answer will be yes. And then he searches on YouTube cryptocurrency, and he will go down, he or she, I'm sorry, will go down on a rabbit hole with thousands of videos about gain 10x, gain 50x, gain 100x, so on, so on. And yes, some of them will lose their money and will leave, probably most of them, but there will be one amount of percentage of them who will make the research right, who will pull their profit out in the right time, and they will stay in the cryptocurrency. And that's how the crypto community will grow. Okay, and this, with this advertisement from Dogecoin, this will be a bigger, maybe a bigger move than it would be in a slow bull run, which we have right now for 2-3 months. But of course, this is only my theory. So I want to check the prices. Let's see what we have here. We have Bitcoin. You will see a lot of W's saying channels that this is here, and if everything goes wrong, then and the W confirms here, then probably we will have something like this. I will tell you that this one is 61,000 target, but only if it goes through the 57,600. Is this realistic? Of course, everything is realistic. But I think being the end of the month, being only at the 20th of April, for 5-6 more days, we are not gonna see big growth. I don't think so. If this is not the bear market, and I don't think it is, because in time and in percentage we are very, very behind comparing to other bull markets. Even, let's say, taking consideration that maybe this percentage will not be as high as the one before, was lower than the first one, so on. In time, we are not there yet. So if nothing happens and we don't break the 50,000 support line, and this is what we set for 55 as well, then we can see some kind of this movement. I think we will spend some time here. The month will end, and with the new month, as the first 2/3 of the month usually is a growing period, I think Bitcoin will start to climb again. If that's not the case and some big institution comes in, then we can see something like this. The W will confirm, it will go up, it will confirm again, we will break all-time high and go up to, I put here like 80 something, but I think the 70 is more realistic. Let's talk about Elrond a bit. Okay, I'm not gonna cover right now Ethereum because the formula is the same. To be honest, it's a W. Okay, it's moving exactly like Bitcoin. Elrond suffered a bit more because the second drop was lower than the one before. We are right now at 160. We know that 160, it was a very, very hard resistance to break, so I'm really hoping that we are not gonna go below, and we will just stop here for a bit, and gain some strength to go up. And as you can see, before the big crash, we were around 240, and I think that is right now the price, which is still undervalued for Elrond. But right now, nobody is looking at Elrond or at other altcoins. Everybody is looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, and until these two don't come out of this bearish tendency, I don't think that a big jump in altcoins is to be expected. So hold on. Don't freak out, don't panic. I do think that this is not the end of the world just yet. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and like if you like my content, and see you tomorrow.